Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. Then we pranam to all of you. So today we are going to start discuss about 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Okay, let us start our session with Mangalacharan. So yeah, the name of this chapter is Shraddhatraya Vibhaga Yoga, or the divisions of faith. Okay. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमां विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरं। श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन जी की जय, श्री श्री गौर निताई की जय, श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया की जय, जगत गुरु पतित पावन श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, श्रील गुरुदेव की जय, निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। Thank you so much, Mataji. So today's session is also dedicated to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Yeah, the acronym given for this chapter is FACE, F-A-C-E. F stands for faith, 1 to 3 shlokas. A for austerities, 4 to 19. C for charity, 20 to 22 shlokas. And E for enjoyer of everything, 23 to 28 shlokas. F-A-C-E, faith, austerities, charity, and enjoyer of everything. Okay. Now let us see faith. Okay, so this chapter starts with Arjuna's question, and Arjuna is asking this question. So Arjuna uvacha ye shastravidimutrujya yajante shraddhayanvitaha tesham nishtatu ka Krishna sattvam aho rajastamaha. Arjuna inquired, O Krishna, what is the situation of those who do not follow the principles of scripture but worship according to their own imagination? Are they in goodness, in passion, or in ignorance? Okay. Before understanding Arjuna's question, let us revise our 15th chapter. So in the 15th chapter, what we have discussed, there is an inverted tree, upside down tree, where its roots are up and the branches are downwards. Now that tree resembles this material world. So we don't have that type of tree. So similarly, we don't have this material world. This material world is actually the reflection of the spiritual world. So how can we cut the tree? What did we discuss on that day? Do you remember?
By detachment.
Correct. By the weapon of detachment, we have to cut the tree. Now, after that, in the 16th chapter, we have discussed about two kinds of people. What are they? Who are they?
Divine and demon.
Divine and
Yes,
demonic.
divine
Demonic.
and demonic people. Correct. Now, after our 16th chapter completion, we could understand that the people with divine qualities, they can get liberated, but the people with demoniac qualities, they will be um, entangled in this bondage. Yes or no?
Yes, Mataji.
So basically, in the 15th chapter, if we have to cut that upside down tree, or if we want to get liberated from this material world, in the 16th chapter, we discussed the person with divine qualities can actually do that. That the connection between 15th and 16th chapters, I'm trying to tell you. Okay, people with divine qualities can actually cut this upside down tree of material existence with the acts of detachment. Whereas the people of demoniac qualities, they'll be again entangled in the cycle of birth and death, and they'll be going to the hellish planets and hellish or lower species of life. Now, in the 17th chapter, Arjuna is asking a question. See, we have discussed that people who follow Shastras are divine people, and people who reject Shastras are demoniac people. Yes or no?
Yes, Mataji.
Now, Arjuna is asking, see, there is white and there is black, but in between white and black, we have some gray shades. Yes or no? So
Yes.
Arjuna is asking that question now. Let's say Krishna, there are few people who have so there are few people who have some faith, but they don't believe in scriptures. And on the other extreme, it is not that they don't have faith on anything. No, it is like they are in between. So they don't believe in scriptures, but they have some faith. When it comes to demons, they don't have any faith. They only trust themselves, and they only feel that I am the controller, I am the enjoyer, and I don't need to listen to anyone. So this is the nature of demoniac people. Divine people is I take to shastras, whatever is there in the shastras, I follow that. Now there are like few people in between who don't believe in shastras, but they do have some faith. Now what is their destination, or uh, under whose mode they would come into? Will they come into goodness, or will they come into passion or ignorance? So Arjuna is asking this question. Now let us discuss Arjuna's question once again. Arjuna inquired, "O Krishna, what is the situation of those who do not follow the principles of scripture but worship according to their own imagination?" So here they are not following the scripture, but they are doing some kind of worship. Okay, they are not following the scripture and doing worship as per scripture. And on the other side, they are not on the side of not even worshipping. So they are in between, where they are worshipping something out of their own imagination. So such kind of people, are they in goodness, in passion, or in ignorance? So is the question clear? Yes?
Yes,
Yes.
Mataji.
Yeah, okay. Now let us see what is Krishna's reply to that. If one does not follow the Vedas, one will follow the natural instincts which will be in goodness, passion, or ignorance. So basically, Arjuna, either a person has to follow the Vedas, or a person has to follow the instincts or the nature that he has acquired due to the influence of three modes of material nature. So basically, as we have discussed in the 14th chapter, every person in this material world is bound by the three modes of material nature. So based on our activities in the three modes, we actually build our nature. Okay, let's say I do more of activities in the Rajoguna, then my nature would be kind of Rajoguna, right? When it like you can take another example where another Mataji is more involved in the activities of Sattva Guna, and taking the inputs that are with Sattva Guna and eating the foods that are in Sattva Guna. So then her activities would be more in, her nature would be more in Sattva Guna. So basically, if you don't follow Shastras, you would be having your own nature based on the influence of the three modes of material nature on you. So Krishna is saying this. Now let us see what is Krishna saying further. Hmm. See, hmm. So people with Rajoguna, the red side, people with Rajoguna, they do activities because they are completely full of lust. Kama means lust. So since they want to satisfy their lust, they involve in doing activities, and they might also do some good karmas, pious activities, due to which they attain to Swargaloka. So these kind of people are called karmis. Okay, people in the mode of passion, they do work because they want to satisfy their desires, and in the satisfaction of their desires they might also do some pious activities that leads to Swargaloka, and these people are karmis. And people in the mode of sattva, what do? They acquire gnana, and by acquiring gnana, the knowledge, right knowledge, they will get mukti, liberation, and through that they will attain Brahman, okay, the Brahma Jyoti. So these are Gyanis. So here we did not mention tamoguna because tamoguna people, it is not even needed to discuss about tamoguna people because they don't have any desire, or not desire as such, they don't have any aim or ambition in life. So at least rajoguna people, they have some desire to fulfill, they'll do work. But tamoguna, even though they have desire to fulfill, they don't, they are not even dedicated to something. So tamoguna is just eliminated here. But when it comes to the shuddha sattva, what do? They do bhakti, and they attain prema of Krishna, and finally they would attain the Krishna Loka. So who are they? They are devotees. So basically three gunas are described here: Rajoguna, Sattva Guna, and Shuddha Sattva. So basically in this material world, um, either when you say it is goodness or passion or ignorance, everything is tinged with other two gunas. Like when I say a person is in goodness, it is not 100% goodness. That goodness is tinged with uh, a, a bit of passion and a bit of ignorance. So when you say a person in Rajoguna, he is not in complete Rajoguna. He will be also having a mix of Sattva and Tamogunas. So when it comes to Shuddha Sattva means it is pure goodness where there is no tinge of Rajoguna and Tamoguna. Now, how can we go to that stage? Only by doing bhakti. Okay. Otherwise, even though you might do some pious activities in Sattva Guna, still it has a mix of Rajo and Tamo Gunas. So only when we come to the stage of Shuddha Sattva, no mix of Tamo Guna and Rajo Guna, passion and ignorance, then we will be able to attain Krishna Loka. Okay, and that the path is nothing but bhakti. Okay, so above the three modes, there is one more mode, that is Shuddha Sattva. Devotees would be in that Shuddha Sattva, pure devotees, not the sadhakas, but the pure devotees would be in that level of Shuddha Sattva. Let us go ahead. Yeah. Three brothers. Can you tell me who are these three brothers? Any idea?
Ravana, Vibhishana, and Kumbhakarna.
Correct. Yeah. The first one is
Vibhishan.
Vibhishan. Correct. And the middle, it is Ravana, and the right side, it is Kumbhakarna.
Kumbhakarna.
So even though they are three brothers in the same family, you see Vibhishan is in the mode of Sattva Guna, or we can say even Shuddha Sattva also, because when Ravana had kidnapped Mother Sita, Vibhishana went and warned Ravana. So this is not at all good. You are not supposed to kidnap someone's wife like this. So don't think of Lord Rama as an ordinary person. It is for your good. You just hand over Mother Sita to Lord Ramachandra and ask for forgiveness. So Vibhishana tried to inform Ravana, but Ravana, out of his passion, he is unable to, or he cannot listen to the instructions of Vibhishan. So then what happened? Ravana had thrown Vibhishan out of his kingdom. Vibhishana finally reached Lord Rama and surrendered to the Lord. So Vibhishan represents the mode of goodness. So he knows what is correct and what is wrong, what is as per Shastras, and how to convey that. He knows everything. So this is Vibhishan. When it comes to Ravan, Ravana is full of lust. Yes or no?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
It is like the highest degree of lusty desires that even he could not even, lost his senses that he is kidnapping someone else's wife. Yeah. So you know what? Mandodari is also very beautiful. who was Ravana's wife. She is also very beautiful, but still, out of his lusty desires on Mother Sita, he kidnapped Mother Sita. And many people try to warn Ravana, but as I said, people in the mode of passion, they are fully after the sense enjoyment. They want to enjoy, or they want to gratify their senses. So obviously, what happened at the end? Lord Rama came and killed Ravana. And on the other side, it is Kumbhakarna. So Kumbhakarna is a symbol of which mode? Can you say that?
Ignorance.
Ignorance. So as I said, ignorance, the most or the most ever seen quality in the mode of ignorance is they're always lazy, dull, sleep, yeah, indolence. So all these are qualities of the people in the mode of ignorance. So Kumbhakarna would sleep for how much time in a year? Do you know that?
6 months.
6 months.
Yeah, 6 months he would be awake and 6 months he would be sleeping. Okay, so Kumbhakarna represents the symbol of or the mode of ignorance. Now, yeah, so austerities we'll discuss from 4 to 19. So we have discussed faith, and now it is FACE, right? A, austerities. So lifestyle in three modes. See, you see, goodness, passion, ignorance, and Shuddha Sattva. So as I said earlier, we will be carrying many impressions from our past life based on our actions in these three modes. So let's say we have done some actions in the past in the mode of goodness, we'll have those impressions imprinted on our mind. And let's say we have done some activities in the mode of ignorance, we will have those impressions on our mind, imprints on our mind. And let's say we might had also done some activities in Rajoguna, those impressions were also imprinted. Now the problem with the mind is you cannot replace the mind. Can we replace our mind? I say my mind is not good. Let me try to get her mind and fit it in my body. Is it possible?
No, Mataji.
No, not at all possible. So the only thing that you have to do is you have to train your mind, transform your mind. That is the only thing. You cannot replace the mind or you cannot leave the mind aside. You have to carry the mind along with you, but you have to replace the mind. Now, whatever the impressions that are there, they cannot be erased. So you will not have something like an eraser or a duster or a cleaner, something like that to erase the impressions of passion, to erase the impressions of ignorance. No, nothing like that. Now, what you have to do is you have to give them give strong impressions on top of the older impressions. So by doing bhakti, what are we doing is Shuddha Sattva activities. So by this Shuddha Sattva activities, we are again imprinting on the old impressions. Now, when we start imprinting heavily on the older impressions for a very long time, then after like few years, all our older impressions will be replaced by the new impressions. Yes or no? Is it possible or not?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, that is the only way that is possible to train our mind. You cannot change your past. You cannot replace your mind. But now, what is the opportunity that we have with us is you take to the Shuddha Sattva, like the activities of Bhakti, devotional service, and you start imprinting those moments, those thoughts on your brain, so that all the older impressions would be removed. Okay. Let us see ahead. Huh. So in this chapter, basically we discuss about um, faith and worship in three modes, the food in three modes, the sacrifices or the rituals in three modes, our conduct or behavior as per our body in three modes, speech in three modes, mind control in three modes, and charity in three modes. So basically, since Arjuna had asked the question that whoever in mid, like they don't believe in scriptures, but they do some kind of worship. So will they belong to goodness, passion, or ignorance? So Krishna is saying that based on their activities related to food, based on the food that they take, based on the sacrifice that they do, based on the charities that they perform, and based on the austerities that they do, they might come in either of goodness or passion or ignorance. So Krishna is trying to give answer in these respects. Now, our further chapter, further discussion goes in this way. Okay. Let us see faith and worship. So यजन्ते सात्विका देवान् यक्षराक्षांसि राजसाः प्रेतान् भूतगणांशान्ये यजन्ते तामसा जनाः. Men in the mode of goodness worship the demigods, those in the mode of passion worship the demons, and those in the mode of ignorance worship ghosts and spirits. So now Krishna is saying, based on the worship, like what the people would do, what do they worship, based on that, they can be divided either into sattva or raja or tamoguna. So what do the people in the mode of goodness do? They would worship the demigods, devi devatas. And the people in the mode of passion, they would worship demons. So they would worship rakshasas, yakshas. You see, yaksha rakshasamsi rajasaha. So they would worship all of those categories. And those in the mode of goodness, what do they do? They would worship evil ghosts and spirits. Okay. So based on the kind of worship, we can decide which category would they fall into. Okay, now in these days there are few people who would even worship the film stars. Yes or no? Have you seen that?
Yes, Mataji.
So we can just imagine what category would they come into. Yeah. So yeah, people have some blind faith or blind kind of worships, but people who take to the worship of demigods, they are in the mode of goodness. So the people who take to the worship of the Supreme Lord Vishnu, which mode would they belong to?
Goodness.
Shuddha
Shuddha
Sattva.
Sattva.
Shuddha Sattva.
Yeah, Shuddha Sattva. Okay, yes. Now we'll see. Those who undergo severe austerities and penances not recommended in the scriptures, performing them out of pride and egoism, who are impelled by lust and attachment, who are foolish, and who torture the material elements of the body as well as the super soul dwelling within, are to be known as demons. So Krishna again giving a definition of demons here based on the austerities and penances that they perform. You see here the right side image. Can you guess who is he? Image on the right top right. Any idea? Top right image, and the person is standing there, and there is a swan on top of the swan. Who was there? Lord Brahma was there. So who is this person?
Is
It
it
is
Nagalok?
no. It is Hiranyakashipu.
Okay.
Okay. So Hiranyakashipu had undergone so much austerity and penances that, you know what, those austerities and penances are not there in the scriptures. But he's just performing out of his motive for sense gratification. So what was his desire? He want to be immortal. Yeah. So he just want to enjoy the sense gratification to the fullest. So what did he do? He had undergone for the severe austerities for about 10,000 years. You see, 10,000 years he was completely away from sense gratification. So he did not eat. He did not even taken care of the bodily necessities also. By the end of the 10,000 years, you know what? The flesh and the skin, everything is gone, and he's just left with the bones. Okay. So in that stage, to that level, he had done the austerity. For what? To attain immortality. But when Lord Brahma appeared and asked him, what boon do you want? He asked about that. I want Amaratvam. I want to be immortal. And then Lord Brahma said, see, I myself is mortal. How can I give the blessing of immortality to you? At least I should be immortal to bless you with immortality. I myself is mortal. I after 100 years I will be gone case. I will not be here anymore. So how can I give this the blessing of immortality to you? You better ask something else. Then he started asking so many boons like I'm not supposed to be killed by a man or an animal. I'm not supposed to be killed in the morning or in the night. I'm not supposed to be killed in the house or outside the house. I'm not supposed to be killed by a weapon, or like he asked so many boons. And finally he asked, I'm not supposed to be killed by any creature created by you. Then Brahma was like, yeah, now you are you caught here. Like there is another creature who was not been created by me, but I myself was created by that being, and he is there to teach you the right lesson. So that's how. See, people are like so foolish and so ignorant that you can imagine 10,000 years he had done so much sacrifice. What if the same sacrifice, not for 10,000 years, at least if we could have done for 100 years the same austerity and tapasya to please the Supreme Lord, Will his ticket to Goloka is guaranteed or not? Just think of it.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, so out of foolishness, see, people want to become God, people want to enjoy, but there is lot of trouble to actually reach to the stage of that enjoyment. And even though you achieve that, you cannot enjoy. See, after 10,000 years, he had got all the boons, but within 5 years, everything has been smashed. Yeah, Prahlad Maharaj, 5 years, at the age of 5 years, Lord Narasimha appeared and killed Hiranyakashipu. So 10,000 years he could restrain himself from sense gratification. And now, after getting so much powers in his hand, that he started enjoying the sense gratification so much so that within 5 years, Lord Vishnu appeared and killed him. Okay, so this is the demonic mentality. Yeah, demoniac mentality. And you see some people here, they are doing the upside down tapasyas like this with their face completely under the ground. And you know the second picture, who is he?
Ravanasudu.
Yeah, Ravanasara. The 10-headed Ravana is trying to lift Kailasha on his head. And here also another kind of austerity. See, all these kind of austerities, tapasyas are not at all recommended in the scriptures. Just because they are impelled by the lust, they want to enjoy something, and they are doing all this to get the boons for that. So basically what happens with this is they are torturing their body, and they are even torturing the super soul within. Of course, nobody can torture the super soul. Super soul is none other than Krishna. But it is like Krishna would be feeling, what kind of things are you doing? Are you in senses, or are you out of senses? Krishna would be feeling like that. Super soul would be feeling like that. So many people would take to austerities to that level. Okay. So these people are demons, Krishna is saying. Now let us see the food in three modes. Okay. So earlier also we have discussed this on high level in 14th chapter. Now we'll discuss here also. Food in three modes. In the goodness, it is wholesome food, juicy, pleasing, and because of accepting the food in this category, so we'll what we get the result, we get long life, and this food will purify us, will get strength, and will become disease free, and will attain happiness. Yeah. So the food in the mode of goodness is fresh fruits and vegetables, grains, milk. So all this comes under this category of goodness. When it comes to passion, so bitter and sour foods, hot and pungent foods, burning foods that are very hot, spicy, sour foods, burning, that causes burning in the stomach. So they would prefer this kind of food. What is the result for that? So they would feel distress, misery, and that would lead to disease. And the people in the mode of goodness, they would take the food that is tasteless, pale food, decomposed food that has already been spoiled, and untouchable things. Yeah. Result is it would lead to infection, disease, contaminating, uh, early death. Okay, it leads to early death also, because it is not so good. It causes infections. The best food that Krishna suggests is Shuddha Sattva. The food in the Shuddha Sattva, that is none other than the food that is offered as Bhoga to Lord Krishna or Vishnu. So that becomes Prasadam. So you remember what happens when we offer food to Lord Krishna or Vishnu? What is taken away and what is given in return to us?
Sins
Our
Sins
are
sins are
taken
taken
away,
away.
mercy is given in this.
Yeah,
Mercy is
sins
given.
are taken away and mercy is given in
Mercy
the
is
form of
given.
prasadam. So when we accept such kind of food, then that becomes the Shuddha Sattva food. Okay. So when we accept the food in the category of Shuddha Sattva, we start doing activities very easily. We start doing Shuddha Sattva activities very easily. Okay. Yeah, now Krishna is describing sacrifice in three modes, yagnas in three modes. So, of sacrifices, the sacrifice performed according to the directions of scripture as a matter of duty by those who desire no reward is of the nature of goodness. So, they follow some scriptures, and they follow the directions given in the scriptures, but here they don't want any reward or result as a matter of duty. See, I am taking so much from this cosmic nature, and it is my duty to give them something in sacrifice. So as a matter of duty, I am doing this. You remember the Yagna cycle that we discussed in the third chapter? Yagna Chakra. Yeah. So how do we get grains? We get grains from rains. And where do we get rains? We get rains by pleasing demigods. How can we please demigods and Lord Vishnu? By the process of sacrifice. Yeah. So sacrifice in the mode of goodness would be like this. I am doing as a matter of duty. I don't want anything from this, but it is my duty to offer something in sacrifice to the people from whom I am getting this foodstuffs. Okay. And when it comes to sacrifice in the mode of passion, so but the sacrifice performed for some material benefit. So here no interest on the material benefit, but in the mode of passion they have some motto that I want something from this sacrifice. I'm doing this with this intention. I want this results from this sacrifice. Yeah, for some material benefit or for the sake of pride. And some people even do sacrifices for the sake of pride. They want to show off. Yeah, we are also very great people. We are doing sacrifices. They want to show off. So they don't have intention here to please the people, but they just want to show off for the public. So this is like doing sacrifices in pride. Or chief of the Bharatas, you should know to be in the mode of passion. Okay. Now, yeah, now sacrifice in the ignorance. It is like any sacrifice performed without regard for the directions of scripture, without distribution of prasadam, without chanting of Vedic hymns and remunerations to the priest, and without faith is considered to be in the mode of goodness. So some people, they would also do these fire sacrifices. They would also give some oblations in the fire, but they don't follow scriptures. They don't distribute prasadam. They don't chant the Vedic hymns, and they don't give some offerings to the priest, the remuneration to the priest. And most of it all is they don't have any faith in this process. They just do it for nothing. They don't follow all this, but still they do some sacrifice. That kind of sacrifice is nothing but the sacrifice in the mode of ignorance. Okay. So in the goodness, it is as per scripture, as a matter of duty, for no reward. We have discussed it. In the passion, for some material benefit or for the sake of pride. In the mode of ignorance, it is like it is conducted without directions of supreme, distribution of prasadam, chanting of Vedic hymns, remuneration to the priest, and without any faith. Okay, this is sacrifice in three modes. This chapter is more of a theoretical chapter where all the details are given, like sacrifice, austerity, charity, food, all these in the mode of three gunas, three modes. Okay. Now, see, so far we have completed the faith in three modes, worship in three modes, and sacrifice in three modes. Okay. Now we are going to austerity in three modes. So in austerity, we have three categories: austerity of the body, austerity of the speech, austerity of the mind. Okay. So in austerity, again, we have three categories. Now we can discuss based on these categories, how does a man in the mode of goodness, in the mode of passion, in the mode of ignorance would do. So austerity is at three levels: austerity at the body level, at the speech level, at the mind level. Okay, let us go. So austerity of the body. Devadvija Guru Pragna Pujanam Sauchamarjavam Brahmacharya Mahimsacha Shariram Tapa Uchyate. So austerity of the body consists in worship of the Supreme Lord. So when it comes to austerity of the body, you should do the worship of the Supreme Lord, the Brahmanas, the spiritual master Guru, and superiors. Pragna means the superiors like father and mother. Okay. And how we are supposed to do it? In cleanliness, shaucham, arjavam, simplicity, brahmacharyam, celibacy, ahimsa, non-violence. So see, worshipping someone itself is an austerity. Yes or no? Think of it. You have to bow down before someone and you have to offer your respects to someone. So that is worshipping. So when you are bowing down means you are going against your ego. Yes or no? Bowing down before someone as in you are trying to bend your ego there. So this is basically austerity of the body. Yes, yes or no?
Yes, Mataji.
So here it is said that austerity of the body includes worship of the Supreme Lord, Guru, superiors like father and mother, and the Brahmanas, okay, and following cleanliness inside and outside, simplicity, no duplicity, okay, no duplicity, simplicity, and maintaining celibacy and non-violence. All these are nothing but the austerity of the body, okay. Now let us see austerity of speech. Okay. Now this austerity of the body can also be done in three modes. So in the goodness, so they worship as a duty. So they will do everything as a matter of duty. So they would respect and worship all the people whom we have mentioned here as a matter of duty. But in the mode of passion, what do? They respect the superiors, they respect the people around, but for some selfish motives. In goodness, there is no selfish motive. It is done as a matter of duty. But in passion, they have some inner intent that by doing this, I might get something. With that motto, they would do these activities and desire for self glorification. See, by doing this, people would appraise them, right? See, this person is very great and he is offering worships to all these people. So he is not doing that out of his love or respect towards them. He is doing that for the sake of getting applause or the appreciation from others outside. Okay, see, the motive is also important. Goodness, it is out of our due respects and love for them, but in the passion it is like out of wanting respect for our own self we are doing that. Okay, whereas in the ignorance, yeah, self torture to get power to destroy others. Ignorance is they don't worship anyone, they torture others or they torture themselves so that they get power to destroy others. So first what they do, they would be restricting themselves from sense gratification. They would be torturing their body. Once they get that boon, they would start torturing others and they would start enjoying the sense gratification to the utmost level. Okay, initial no sense gratification, after getting it is like extreme sense gratification. Initial stage it is like they torture their body, after they achieve something they start torturing others. Okay, this is the nature of the people in the mode of ignorance. Okay. Austerity of speech. Now we have completed austerity of body. Now let us see austerity of speech. Anudvegakaram vakyam satyam priyahitam chayat swadhyayabhyasanam chaiva vanmayam tapa uchyate. Austerity of speech consists in speaking words that are truthful, pleasing, beneficial, and not agitating to others, and also in regularly reciting Vedic literature. So when it comes to austerity of speech, our words should be truthful. So we should speak truth and words should be pleasing, not agitating, okay? Not creating disturbance in the hearts or minds of others. And it should be beneficial, okay? Whatever we are speaking should be beneficial to them, not speaking something to just kill the time. No, and not agitating to others, and also in regularly reciting Vedic literature. So when you use your speech, the power of speech to recite the Vedic literature, the Shastras, that is also an austerity. Yeah. So our words, speech should be this Anudvega Karam Vakyam Satyam Priya Hitam Chayat. Maharaj Yudhishthir is an example of this. So he always speaks truth and speaks in a pleasing way for the benefit of others and not agitating others. Okay. So he is an example for this. See, controlling our speech is the toughest thing. Yes or no? Austerity of body is also okay. We can bend down before others, but controlling the speech is like a toughest thing. You cannot speak pleasingly, truthfully, and beneficial to everyone, and not creating agitation to others. This is like a very tough thing. So hence it is austerity. Austerity means, as I said, we are accepting some voluntary inconvenience. See, speaking in such a way that it creates agitation to others is natural, but no, not creating agitation to others is an austerity to us. Speaking something that is displeasing to others is natural for us. Speaking something that is pleasing to others is an austerity for us. Yes or no? So hence all these qualities represent the austerity of speech. Okay. So we should understand that when our speech is pleasant, beneficial, truthful, and not agitating to others, most of the problems with our life would be solved. Most of the problems. Most of the problems comes just because of our speech. Okay. So when we can develop this, especially this speech or the control of the tongue comes by two ways: by chanting holy name, by accepting Krishna Prasadam. So when you can do this consistently, regularly, you could understand that the speech, the way of speech before taking to this process and the way of speech after taking to this process, there will be drastic difference in your way of speech. Okay, so you would even realize that uh, you have got the self control to control your tongue also. That control comes from chanting the holy names. That control comes from accepting the Krishna prasadam. So is it is it causing any disturbance to you? You could
No,
hear any
Mataji.
noise, crackers
No,
noise you could
Mataji.
hear?
No, Mataji.
Okay, okay. So, shut my door. Door close. Mhm. Speech in three modes. In goodness, it is people would speak truth in a pleasing way that is beneficial to others. So, in the mode of passion, it is manipulative. Yeah. So, in the mode of passion, it is like they manipulate. See, they would speak uh, to give some negative meaning, but the people in the mode of passion, they would have the skills to manipulate that. No, 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 no. I said this only for your benefit. You might be thinking like this, but I said it in that way only for your benefit. People would manipulate that. This is the quality of speech in the of the people in the mode of rajas. Okay. And what do? They would engage in gossiping. So they would gossip about others and as per their selfish needs. Whereas in the mode of ignorance, they always lie. They would be their speech would be agitating and harming to others. Okay. Now, austerity of mind. So in austerity, we have discussed austerity of body, austerity of speech. Now it is austerity of mind. Mana prasada. मनः प्रसादः सौम्यत्वं मौनम् आत्मविनिग्रहः भावसंशुद्धिरित्येतत् तपोमानसमुच्यते. And satisfaction, simplicity, gravity, self-control, and purification of one's existence are the austerities of the mind. So people who are satisfied at mind, they are contented with whatever they have in their life. They have the satisfaction of the mind and they are simple. They have the simplicity and gravity of the mind, self control, controlling the mind and the senses, and purification of one's existence. All these are nothing but the austerities of the mind. So, this is another toughest level to control the mind, to control the senses, to control one's own self, to be to be satisfied at the mind level. See, most of the people in the Kali Yuga, they might be earning so much per month, but still, when you start talking to them, they would express so much dissatisfaction at mind that you can just imagine like how poor they are. Yes or no? They might be earning so much per month, but when you just talk to them, they would be so much disturbed and dissatisfied at the mind level that you can just imagine they are in utter poverty. But when you take to devotees, they might not be earning so much. They might be earning very, very minimally just to satisfy their basic needs. But when you just talk to them, you can see that how much satisfied, contented, and blissful at their mind. Yes or no? Is it true or not?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So austerity of mind is also very difficult to have satisfaction with one's own life. Yeah. Now austerity of the mind is also in three modes. In goodness, they are satisfied and contented. And in passion, they are always dissatisfied and anxious. They want to do this, they want to do that, they want to achieve more and more. Always have this anxiety. In ignorance, it is gone guess. They're always confused. They don't even know what is supposed to be done, and they're always illusioned. Okay. Now, can you see the image here, right side? Empty mind makes the what does it? Yeah, empty mind makes the most noise. So people may come to us, they may yell at us, they may scream at us, and they may do anything to us. But as long as we have shastras in our mind, we have chanting uh, uh, happening in our life, chanting is there in our mind, and we have remembrance of Krishna in our mind, then automatically you would be able to face all of this kind of people very easily. But if your mind is filled with Srila Prabhupada books, chanting Maha Mantra and thinking of Krishna, then that noise won't get into it. Yeah. Oh, but the problem is, what do we do? we try to control them. Yeah, that is the problem with the current generation. Or most of the times it is like we say, why are you shouting at me, why are you yelling at me, why are you screaming at me? We say all complaints to them, but the solution is right within us. Let them scream, let them yell, let them shout, but if you can maintain your calm and composure, what would they do? They would just say Hare Krishna and they would just leave. Yes or no? So, but the problem is when they provoke us, we are getting provoked. We are giving our remote control to them. Yeah. So we should have the remote control of our own mind with us. Okay. So when we give the remote control of operating our mind to them, so automatically whatever they do, we get agitated. But if we can carry Srila Prabhupada books in our mind, if we can carry chanting the Mahamantra, Hare Krishna Mahamantra in our mind, and if we can carry the mm, remembrance of Krishna, the teachings of Krishna, instructions of Krishna in our mind, whatever the situation may be, our remote control would be with us. Yeah. So whatever they do, imagine the best way to counteract a person is not reacting to the person. Yes or no?
Yes, Mataji.
Most of the times we do the reverse thing. We try to counteract the person by giving or by trying to get more stronger and stronger arguments, and that would lead to making the situation more worse. The best way is whatever they say, if you can smile at them and just leave the place, the other person would be like in complete madness. What did I do? Why did I go to her? Why did I go to him? And why did I waste my time? And simply he just smiled at me. She just smiled at me and she just left. Am I in madness or is she in madness? They will be in confusion. Yeah. So you will not waste any of your energy. You will not waste any of your time. So it is like utmost peace. So when will it happen? It will happen when we are actually have the higher purpose in our life, when we are holding on to the highest thing in our life, then we don't get provoked by the smallest petty things in our life. Okay, that happens when we have the spiritual goals. Okay. Yeah. Now penance in three modes, austerity in three modes. In Sattva Guna, they would be attentive. Rajoguna, whatever they do, that is out of pride they would do. And Tamoguna, it is just a foolishness. So Sattva Guna, non-materialistic. But in Rajoguna, they want to do things to get honor and respect. But in Tamoguna, they would just do to torture themselves. So Sattva Guna, it is for the sake of the God. Rajoguna, it is for the sake of their own self. And Tamoguna, it is for the intention of creating trouble or harm to others. So the result is God's pleasure. By doing this kind of activities, the penances in the Sattva Guna, it will be pleasing to the Supreme Lord and we can attain the ultimate goal. But in Rajoguna, since the center here is us, the results that we get here are temporary, not permanent. But in Tamoguna, the result that we get here is like it is harmful to our own self, and after getting the results, we will be creating harm to others also. Okay, this is the category of penance in three modes. Now let us see the charity in three modes. Yeah. दातव्यम् इति यद्दानं दीयते अनुपकारिणे देशे काले च पात्रे च तद्दानं सात्विकं स्मृतम्. Charity given out of duty without expectation of return at the proper time and place and to a worthy person is considered to be in the mode of goodness. So charity in the mode of goodness is we are doing it out of duty without any expectation. Like, I'm doing this because I want this. No, I don't have any expectation like that. And also, we have to do it at Desha Kala Patra. We have to see that proper time, place, and circumstance. So, we should always be clear that most of the times people would be like, I'm doing or I'm giving donations, I'm giving charity. But how is your money being utilized there? So if you're doing charity to an organization or something where your money is not being properly utilized, then the karma, the sins that are going to uh, get accrued because of your donating, so that will be that you have to face. All those sins you might have to face in the future. So every time when we are doing some charity, we should be very careful that that charity should be given in right place, right time, right circumstance to a worthy person. So when somebody would come and ask you that I'm short of money, could you please give me some $500? I just want to go and get a bottle of wine. when he said that, oh, see, he is so loyal and sincere that he's admitting that he just want a bottle of wine. Let me just go and give charity to them. People would also think like this. Yeah. So if we just do charity of this sort, this is not a charity in the mode of goodness. This is charity in the mode of ignorance. So we should always see that our charity could be given to a worthy person in right time, place, circumstance. Okay. Yeah, charity in three modes. So goodness, it is out of duty, no expectations, proper time, place to a worthy person. Passion, we expect results. So here it is like people who do charity, but what do they do? Here it is like they are giving charity with the left hand, and with the right hand they are holding a camera, phone, selfie. Okay, now I'm giving charity to you. Let's take a selfie, and I just want to post it in my profile tomorrow. So I just want to get more and more likes, and the people should acknowledge that I am a very generous person. I am very charitable person. So for that reason, people in the mode of passion would do charity. Yeah, for enjoyment and grudging mood also. See, this is like people would have grudge or so much hatred towards others that if that person gives you 10,000 rupees in charity, I am going to give you 15,000 rupees to you in charity. Okay, I just want to prove myself to be always on the higher side. This is like charity in mode of rajoguna. Okay, and in ignorance, charity is given in impure place, improper time to a unworthy person, as we have already discussed. Okay, the and also before going to that, many times you see when we uh, mm, stop our vehicle in the junctions or at the signals, many people would ask for something, and when we try to give them some food, some fruit or whatever the food that we are carrying, will they accept the food?
No, no, Mataji.
No. So they would say, I don't want all this food, give me money. Yeah. So better we should understand and realize where are they going to use this money, for what purpose they are going to use our money. Okay. Since we have earned it, whatever the sins that they are going to do with that money, we are supposed to face those sins also. So we should be very careful in giving our money as charity to the persons. He should be a trustworthy person. But the best charity that we can ever do is for Krishna conscious activities, for Krishna conscious endeavors. The Lord is the bestower of all benedictions. If someone gives something to the Lord, he is not the loser, he is the gainer by a million times. Yeah. So why is giving some charity to the Krishna conscious activities is the best charity? Because see, anyway, charity in the mode of goodness and ignorance, you can leave it. You must have already got the essence. But when you compare the charity in the mode of goodness to the charity in the mode of sattva, shuddha sattva, in the mode of pure goodness, the difference is in the mode of goodness, you might be giving some charity to a person who might be hungry, who might be want of education, who might be in want of some clothing. Yeah, you might be doing some charity to such person. So whatever the charity that you do might help that person for a day or might help that person for few days. But when you can do some charity for Krishna conscious activities, what you're actually doing is you are trying to uplift a jiva from the cycle of birth and death. So doing some charity for one day's sake or for few days sake is on one side, and doing some charity for uplifting a person from this cycle of birth and death so that he will never have to face any problem in the future. So which charity is obviously the best charity? You tell me.
Shuddha
For
Sattva.
Krishna
Shuddha Sattva,
consciousness.
in Krishna consciousness. So we don't say that you're not supposed to give food to anyone, you're not supposed to give clothing to anyone. No, not like that. But we should make a habit that at the end of the month, whatever we are trying to earn, we should try to donate it for the Krishna conscious activities, so that whoever the person who is getting that benefit out of our charity, let's say if he goes to Golok, and if Krishna starts tracking, like how did you come to Golok, who all had helped you in coming to Golok. And let's say we might have given some 1,000 rupees for some Krishna conscious activity, and because of that Bhagavad Gita was distributed, and this person had got Bhagavad Gita, and he had read Bhagavad Gita, he has done bhakti, he had holden on to bhakti very sincerely, and he had went to Golok. Now we are still here. We might have done 1,000 rupees charity, but we are still here, let's say. And that person would say, I have got Bhagavad Gita, and I could read Bhagavad Gita, and that's how I have taken to your bhakti. Now Krishna might see who is the reason for giving Bhagavad Gita to you, and our name would come up, and Krishna would say, let her also come along with you. So she is also having some role for you coming to Golok. So let us give the credit to her also. This might also happen, right? Yes or no? Definitely it will happen. Yeah. So yeah, this is one of the reasons that by giving charity to Krishna conscious activities, we never know who is going to become a devotee, who is going to get benefited spiritually by that. And also if we give something to Krishna, Krishna would try to reciprocate with us with millionfold. Yeah, we have already discussed the Sudama pastime. Like Sudama had given just handful of puffed rice, and Krishna, after giving so much opulence to Sudama, still feeling that whatever I have done is not at all at the level of Sudama, because Sudama had got something, had borrowed something from others and gave me, but I cannot borrow anything from anyone, so I cannot reciprocate with Sudama. So this is the nature of Krishna. Krishna is always there to reciprocate with us like a millionfold. Okay. Now the enjoyer of everything. Okay. From the beginning of creation, the three words Om, Tat, Sat were used to indicate the supreme absolute truth. These three symbolic representations were used by Brahmanas while chanting the hymns of the Vedas and during sacrifices for the satisfaction of supreme. So basically, whenever Brahmanas are doing or chanting the Vedic hymns or doing any yagnas, sacrifices, they would do all of those activities with these three syllables Om, Tat, Sat. So basically, they indicate the supreme absolute truth. They indicate the supreme Lord Krishna. So for his satisfaction, whatever the activities that they do, chanting the Vedic hymns or performing some sacrifices, so all of them they would do by this Om Tat Sat syllables. Okay. So what else Krishna is saying? Therefore, transcendentalists undertaking performances of sacrifice, charity and penance in accordance with scriptural regulations begins always with Om to attain the supreme. So when we are performing any sacrifice, charity or penance, we have to start or begin them with Om. So this Om indicates we can attain the supreme by this process. Okay. So transcendentalists, when they're doing all this, they would begin all these processes, all these regulations with Om. That indicates the Supreme Lord. And therefore, yeah, this is Om to attain the Supreme. Without desiring fruitive results, one should perform various kind of sacrifice, penance. 1 second. Without desiring fruitive results, one should perform various kinds of sacrifice, penance, and charity with the word Tat. The purpose of such transcendental activities is to get free from material entanglement. See, Om is to attain the supreme. Tat is to basically get ourselves freed from this material entanglement. Om is to attain the supreme, to please the supreme. Tat is to get ourselves free from the material entanglement. Okay, we are not wanting any results here. We don't want the fruitive results here, but we just want to get ourselves liberated from this material entanglement. And Sat indicates always eternity. So the absolute truth is the objective of devotional service, and it is indicated by the word Sat. So the absolute truth, that is Krishna, is always eternal. So Sat Chitananda, we say that, right? Sat. The performer of such sacrifice is also called Sat. So whoever trying to please the Supreme Lord, that performer also becomes Sat, eternal, as are all works of sacrifice, penance, and charity, which true to the absolute nature are performed to please the Supreme Person, O Son of Pruta. So Om is to attain the Supreme. Tat is to get ourselves free from material entanglement. Sat indicates the eternity. So here, whatever the sacrifice, penance, and charity that we are performing, that will be eternal. Okay. So hence, The transcendentalists always start their sacrifices, penances, and austerities, sacrifice, charities, and austerities with this Om Tat Sat syllables. Now, Krishna is concluding this chapter with this shloka. So, Ashraddhaya hutam dattam tapastaptam krutam chayat asadit yuchyate partha nacha tat pretyano iha. Anything done as a sacrifice, charity, or penance without faith in the Supreme, O son of Pritha, is impermanent. It is called asat and is useless both in this life and the next. So you might be doing so much of sacrifice, charity, and austerity, but if you don't have faith in the Supreme Lord, then whatever you do becomes asat, impermanent. Sat means permanent. Yep. Asat, impermanent. So it will neither give good results to you or in this lifetime or in the further lifetime. So it is useless both in this life and in the further next lifetimes. So Krishna is saying, whatever you do, you should have faith in the Supreme, and you should start them by chanting Om Tat Sat, these mantras, and you should always try to please the Supreme Lord by all these processes, the austerity or charity or sacrifice. Okay. So in today's session, basically we have discussed about the divisions of faith. So Arjuna asked, like, what about the position of the people who are not believing in scriptures, but they are doing some kind of worship? Then Krishna answered by giving the details about what kind of food they take, what kind of austerities, what kind of charity, what kind of sacrifices they do. Based on that, they would be either in goodness or mode of passion or mode of ignorance. And that's how we have discussed the entire chapter. Okay. Is it clear? This chapter is more of informative chapter. Yeah.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. Now, just one more slide is there. We have discussed a lot about Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. Now, let us see few slokas or slides about the Shuddha Sattva. So, in 14th chapter, 26th shloka, Krishna says that Mam chayo avyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatityaitan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. One who engages in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances, at once transcends the modes of material nature and thus come to the level of Brahman. Now, you might be stuck in between these modes, but when you try to start doing devotional service, engages in full devotional service, what happens automatically? You will be transcending these three modes of material nature and you can come to the level of the absolute Brahman. So that is Shuddha Sattva. As soon as one is fully Krishna conscious, it is to be understood that one is in his pure original constitutional position. So the Krishna conscious activities itself are the activities of Shuddha Sattva. This state of existence is called Shuddha Sattva, which means that it is transcendental to the material qualities. So the Shuddha Sattva is beyond the three modes of material nature. So the activities of Bhakti are also beyond the three modes of material nature. Okay. By doing this, we can easily come out of this entanglement of the material nature. Okay. So this is our 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Divisions of Faith. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha krupasindubhya vacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anantakoti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Gurudev ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Thank you so much, Mataji. Is it clear?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay.
Mataji, I have a doubt about this certificate distribution, Mataji. What is the location, Mataji? Which
Abbott's
place?
temple. It is an Abbott's temple, Mataji. Abbott's ISKCON temple, Sri Sri Radha Madan Mohan Mandir. So I will share the location also in the group, Mataji. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So it is on 25th. 25th, it is Srila Prabhupada's disappearance day. So when we come to this world and when we leave this world, we call it as birth and death dates. Yeah, our birthday, and when somebody leaves this world, we call it as the death day. But when it comes to acharyas, or when it comes to the Supreme Lord, we don't call them as birth and death dates, but it is like they appear in this world and they disappear from this world, because they don't come here for experiencing the karma. We come here to face our karma. They don't have karma. Yeah, they come here to pull us away from the cycle of karma. Yeah, that's why it is their appearance and disappearance day. So 25th October is the disappearance day of Srila Prabhupada, the day on which Srila Prabhupada had left this world, material world, and he went back to Golok. So that day, all the devotees would celebrate that, because Acharya had returned back to the Supreme Lord, the abode of the Supreme Lord. So people would celebrate that day, and they would glorify Srila Prabhupada. So we'll have the program starts from, I think the timings were also given, right? Like
3
you can
to
come.
4, Mataji.
The certificate
Well,
distribution is
Mataji.
3 to 4. The program starts at 12. Like
12,
we
yes,
can
ma'am.
have many devotees glorifying Srila Prabhupada, the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and all of us, and how much we are gaining from the Srila Prabhupada books. So we might get to listen all these things in that glorification of Srila Prabhupada, and we'll have Mahaprasadam also. So if you want to participate, you can come to temple by 12 o'clock. We can participate in all these events, and we can take Mahaprasadam also. And after that, 3 to 4, we have the certificate distribution. Okay.
Okay, Mataji. After coming to the temple, it's full of crowd. It will be Abbott's temple maximum. That is auspicious day. That's what.
Yeah.
So how can we meet you, Mataji?
So I would tell you the venue basically. That will be in the hall, Dwarakapuri Hall. Usually will conduct these programs. It will be in the second floor. So you might have to come there and find out the Dwarakapuri Hall, and then you can directly come there. That thing I'll confirm you, Mataji, on Tuesday when we have the class. So where is the program being conducted and all details, I'll get the more clarity on that, and I'll announce that in the class. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
You can even call me, Mataji, no problem. Anyway, you have my number, right? You can call me, and then we can meet. Okay. Yeah. We'll not have class tomorrow on account of Diwali. So we'll resume, or we'll continue our 18th chapter on Tuesday. And hopefully by Tuesday, we'll be completing our Bhagavad Gita sessions. Okay. So
Hare
advance
Krishna,
happy
Mataji.
Diwali.
Happy Diwali.
Happy Diwali. Happy Krishna conscious
Thanks,
Diwali
Happy
to each.
Diwali.
Mataji.
Happy Diwali. Thank
Happy
you.
Diwali, Mataji.
Happy Diwali, Mataji. Hare
Happy
Krishna.
Diwali. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Happy Diwali, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Happy Diwali. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, one doubt.
Yes,
Happy
Mataji.
Diwali, Mataji.
Happy
Hare
Diwali, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji. Mataji, Sheetal Mataji, you have question?
Mataji, I have a doubt. Like when we chant for every after completion, when we start the rounds, next rounds, for every round we have to say that Panchatattva mantra, or only
Yes.
first
Every
round?
round. Every round. Once you hold that
Every round we have to.
Krishna bead, once you come to the Krishna
Yes.
bead, the center bead, you have to hold that bead, and you should always
Yes.
chant the Panchatattva mantra. So it is like the beginning
Before
of
starting
each
every round.
every round.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
Thank you,
Mataji.
Mataji.
Thank you. I hope
Mataji.
everyone in the yes, Mataji, please tell me.
Yeah, Mataji, I was trying to chant using the mala. So one finger is outside with the bag, right? And
Like
when I have to turn the bead, I am not able to do with only two fingers. Can I
oh,
inside the bag?
okay. So
So
like this you are holding now.
yes,
Let's
yes,
say my hand is completely in the bag. Now
right.
how I'll shift is like this. You'll have other fingers, right? This finger is just outside. You'll have this other fingers to just turn the mala like this.
And then but then turning the beads.
You have turned it right now. Yeah.
No, I mean
Right.
to say, yeah.
Uh,
Okay, only two fingers are required.
yes, two fingers. Yes. Anyway, you'll have support of these fingers also, right?
Oh,
Just
okay,
this finger should be outside,
outside.
and
Yeah,
yeah, like this, like
yeah,
this.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Oh, okay, okay.
Initially, since you're doing initially, you might feel a bit difficult, but it would be easy matters. It just once
Okay.
you get used to it, it will be easy.
Yeah, it's not very smooth, but then
Okay.
I'll try.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe the mala that you have taken,
Neem mala. I
the
have
mala
taken.
only. Okay, okay, fine. No
Okay.
problem. Maybe within few days you would be used to it, Mataji.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hare
Thank you
Krishna
so much,
Mataji.
Mataji. Hare
Yeah.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
I hope everyone in the class are chanting, have started chanting. I
Yes,
hope so.
Yes,
Mataji.
Mataji.
Yes,
Thank you
Mataji.
so much. Yeah, is there anyone who did not start chanting yet? If at all, I would request you to please start chanting at least with one round. Yeah. So we have learned so much in Bhagavad Gita, and see, after knowing all of this, the essence is Krishna says in 18th chapter, like Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam raja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma suchaha. So you leave everything and just surrender to me, Arjuna. Krishna says this. Anyway, when we discuss 18th chapter, we'll discuss this. So surrendering to Krishna, the first step is taking the shelter of Krishna through the holy name. This is the best way of surrendering to Krishna in Kali Yuga. So my humble request and sincere request to each one in the classes, if you have not yet started chanting, please get mala and start chanting at least one round. Okay, it would hardly take 8 to 9 minutes for you, or less than 10 minutes, max 10 minutes. So don't ever postpone this chanting of the holy names. Okay, since you have paid so much interest in joining the sessions and listening to the sessions, I want you to get the maximum out of these sessions, and you can get the maximum by chanting the holy names. Okay, so far we have listened to the philosophy. Now it is our practice that is pending. Okay, so as I said, philosophy without religion is just mental speculation. Yeah. So whatever we have heard so far, you would be able to realize and internalize them only by chanting. Okay. See, I had also listened these sessions earlier. Like when I joined this group, this congregation, I had listened to the sessions earlier. But only by chanting, I could internalize and I could understand the concepts of Bhagavad Gita only by chanting. So continuous reading of Srila Prabhupada books, chanting the holy names, and listening to Harikatha. If you can do this, then automatically you would be able to, as I said, Bhagavad Gita has the lock. Krishna gives the key to unlock the secrets of Bhagavad Gita when you take to the chanting process, when you show sincerity. So kindly please take to the process of chanting if you have not yet started chanting. Okay. If you have any questions related to chanting, if you have any questions related to understanding any shloka or verse from Bhagavad Gita, any questions, any generic questions related to Bhakti, please feel free to approach me through my WhatsApp number. Okay, na? Okay, yeah. So don't hesitate. Like by Tuesday, we are going to complete our classes. Now I have questions on so and so. Is it good to approach Mataji to ask on this question? Don't hesitate on that. So we are happy to serve you. We are happy to guide you in the path of bhakti. And definitely we will be having a next set of courses for you. So the plan is still in progress. So how can we engage in further courses? How can we give association and get association of you in further days? So the plans are still going on. Definitely you will be informed. Okay. Maybe on the day when we meet on the get together day, you would be hearing any announcements on that, or whatever. If anything is finalized, I would let you know in the group anyway. But whatever, in the meantime also, if you have any questions, any concerns, any issues, please feel free to approach me. Okay. Thank you so much, Matajis. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. So tomorrow there is no class. We'll meet again on Tuesday. Same time at 8 p.m. Okay. Thank you.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you.
Chanting of Maha.
Hare
Yeah,
Krishna.
chanting of 3 rounds. Thank you so much, Mataji. Let us chant 3 rounds of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Three times Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Yeah. Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hari Bol, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.